Module 4, Lesson 6, use a protractor to measure angles. Boys and girls, we are going to be using a protractor today, and the one you're going to be using looks just like this. You're going to notice there's a little crosshair right here. That's where you have to line up the vertex. And the bottom of the angle, you have to line up either on this side where it says 0, or on this side where 0 is. It depends on how the angle's drawn. Okay? So lining it up is going to be very, very important. Okay, let me show you the basic idea of how to use a protractor. Okay, the vertex of the angle's here. So your little crosshair is going to go here, and your line over here where it says 0 is where you line up. Now looking at this, you should know that this angle is acute, meaning it's less than 90. You have two sets of numbers on your protractor. So I know this one's less than 90. I'm looking where the line is going through. It's at either 160 or 20. Well, I know this is acute, so I know that this one has to be 20 degrees. Okay, let's look at the second one. I can look at this and I already know this is obtuse, so I know I'm looking at something that's more than 90. So I'm going to line the crosshairs up, and I'm going to line the bottom of the angle up, and I'm going to use I see the line going through. It's either 55 or 125, because I can see it's between 120 and 130, so it'd be 125. Okay, so this angle's 125 degrees. That makes sense because it's obtuse. Looking at this one, I can see right away that that's acute. So I'm going to put my protractor on the crosshair, line the bottom of the angle up. Now I see, again, like I said, there's two sets of numbers. I see the line going through about 163. Well, I know it's not 163. I look down below, I see 20. Okay? I see it's between 10 and 20. And it's going right through 17 degrees. The last angle, I know is obtuse. Okay, I line it up in the two places. You have to line this up in two places, and this takes a lot of practice. I know it's obtuse. I'm looking, it's right between 120 and 130, so it's going to be 125. Okay, boys and girls, we have a couple of angles on a sheet of paper, and we're going to use our protractor. Okay, notice here's where the vertex has to line up. The vertex is here. You have a line here and here. You're either going to line it up here, or here and here. You're always lining it up here. Okay, take a look. I have it lined up here, but it's not lined up here. I have to be very carefully make sure that both of them are lined up. Okay, I'm looking. All right, I know that this is an acute angle. I can see that this is less than 90. So that helps me with knowing what set of numbers. Okay, if I look, well, I'm going to be using the top set because this angle is about 51 degrees. It certainly isn't 130 degrees. Okay, if I look how it's going exactly all the way through, I'd say it's about 51 degrees. Okay, let's look at another one. Again, now we're going to have to line it up on this side. Okay, notice I've got it lined up here at what looks like a crosshair, and down at the bottom of the angle. Okay, this angle, I can tell that it's obtuse. So that tells me, when I look at where the angle's going through, 50 or 130, well, it's going to be 130. It's not a 50 degree angle because that would be acute. So this one's 130 degrees. Okay, the last one, let's look. This is acute. I can see that right away. So I need to line this up in my two places. Okay, it's acute. I see it's going between 20 and 30. Well, here's 20, and I'm going to have to count 21, 22, 23. It's going right through 24. So this one's 24 degrees. Now, on your paper that you're going to have to do, your problem set, you're going to notice the angles are small. Let me show you what I mean by that. All right, and I'm going to draw an angle with my protractor. Okay, you may get an angle that is this size on your paper. So when you put your protractor down, well, it's really hard to line it up because it's not going through, and it's really hard to see exactly where it's going. So what you will do is you need to use your protractor, and you need to very carefully extend these lines. Notice how this is perfectly even and straight with the angle. Okay, same thing. Extend. Always extend the line. I will be looking for that. Now when I set my protractor down and I line it up, it's very easy for me. Okay, make sure you have it lined up in these two places. Otherwise, you're going to be a couple degrees off and you're going to be incorrect. Okay, you can be 2 degrees high or 2 degrees low from the exact answer. More than that, you will get it wrong. Okay, I know this is an acute angle, so that means I'm using this bottom set of numbers. There's 60, and I'd say it's going right through 61 degrees. Okay, you're going to notice I did put other videos on about using a protractor. I would strongly suggest that you watch them. This takes a lot of practice. So please don't worry, we will be working on this again in lesson 7.